It appears Kirk Cousins may have just subtly revealed his intentions regarding his future with the Atlanta Falcons, despite a tumultuous offseason filled with trade speculation surrounding the $180 million quarterback. The four-time Pro Bowl quarterback has been at the center of trade rumors following a disappointing 2024 season, which saw him bench for then rookie Michael Penix Jr. in December after leading the league with 16 interceptions. Cousins had reportedly hoped for a trade this offseason, and even skipped voluntary OTAs amidst what seemed like a standoff with the team. However, in a significant development, Cousins reported for the team's mandatory minicamp on Tuesday. This decision alone seemed to indicate that the Falcons might indeed be planning to have the 36-year-old on their roster for the upcoming season. Addressing reporters, Cousins stated, "We're moving forward, and the important thing is how we, as a team and as a quarterback group, can be the best we can possibly be in 2025. When the former Minnesota Vikings quarterback was asked directly if he envisioned himself in a different uniform, potentially competing for a starting job elsewhere, his response was telling. Cousins seemed to acknowledge the reality that most NFL teams have their quarterback situations settled at this point. "Of course, you'd love to play, but I'm not going to delve into things that aren't reality," he replied, suggesting an acceptance of his current situation. It's a stark contrast to where things stood just a few months ago. Cousins had led the Falcons to a 6-3 record before the team faltered, going 1-4, which led to Penix Jr. taking over the offense. Atlanta finished with a 1-2 record under Penix as a starter, resulting in an 8-9 overall record for the season. Now, Cousins is publicly voicing his support for Penix Jr., who is expected to be the Week 1 starter in September. "Michael is going to do great. He's going to have a great career. He's off to a great start," Cousins said. "I'm just here to support him when he needs it." This aligns with comments from Falcons general manager Terry Fontenot, who has stated the team is comfortable keeping Cousins as a backup. However, head coach Raheem Morris has also revealed that the franchise remains open to listening to trade offers for Cousins. The article mentions Penix Jr. had 3 touchdowns against 3 interceptions for 775 yards in 5 games last season, which seems to be a statistic for Penix, not Cousins, given the context of Cousins' season stats mentioned earlier. The Falcons are undoubtedly hoping to make a playoff push for the first time since 2017, and the dynamic in their quarterback room will be a key factor. Cousins' presence at minicamp and his recent comments suggest he might be preparing for a season in Atlanta, albeit in a role different from the one he signed up for. What do you make of Kirk Cousins' comments and his decision to attend minicamp? Does this mean he's officially accepted a backup role? Or could a trade still be on the horizon if the right offer comes along? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. It's not just Kirk Cousins causing headaches and big decisions for the Atlanta Falcons front office. Another high-profile player, tight end Kyle Pitts, is also the subject of significant debate and trade interest from around the league. After another season marked more by frustration than consistent satisfaction with his performance, many are questioning if Pitts is truly the right fit in Atlanta, and if his undeniable talent could be better utilized elsewhere. The Falcoholic recently delved into this very topic, and it's clear the fan base is divided. The core questions are, is Pitts' unique skill set being maximized in the Falcons' offense? Or are the Falcons fighting an uphill battle trying to consistently integrate him into their weekly game plan? There's no denying Pitts possesses impressive, game-changing physical traits. We've seen flashes of brilliance, often against top competition. His 2-touchdown performance against Tampa Bay showcases dynamic playmaking ability with a couple of exceptional plays. There was that 50-yard reception against Kansas City where his field-stretching prowess was on full display. And let's not forget, he caught Michael Penix Jr.'s first career touchdown pass on a crucial 4th down with under 2 minutes remaining, helping send a key game against Washington into overtime. These moments absolutely deserve recognition. They highlight the tantalizing potential that made him such a high draft pick. However, as the Falcoholic points out, these flashes haven't translated into the consistent, week-in, week-out production expected from a player who entered the league with such enormous expectations. There have been far too many games where Pitts has been a non-factor. Concerns have also been raised about him occasionally appearing to give up on routes and displaying poor body language at times. These issues have culminated in a situation where the front office genuinely needs to consider his future. So what's the play here? Do the Falcons continue to invest time and effort into getting Pitts back to being the consistent difference maker he was in his rookie season? Or is it time for both parties to seek a fresh start? Unsurprisingly, the fan base is split right down the middle. According to a poll mentioned by the Falcoholic, nearly half of the voters believe the Falcons should move on from the former fourth overall pick of the 2021 draft. This division underscores just how difficult this decision will be for the front office. They'll need to carefully weigh what kind of trade offer would even make sense without completely sacrificing their chances to compete in 2025. And there's another layer to this. If they do trade Pitts, General Manager Terry Fontenot would essentially have to admit that his very first draft pick as GM was, to put it bluntly, a colossal disappointment. That's a tough pill to swallow. Will the Falcons ultimately decide to trade one of their most significant draft investments in recent memory? If they do, what kind of return could they realistically expect? And what do you think they should do? Let us know your thoughts on the Kyle Pitts situation in the comments below. Should Atlanta hold on to him and hope he rediscovers his rookie form? Or is it time to cut their losses and see what they can get in a trade?